Hello guys, welcome back to another video, and with OCC tomorrow morning, you might think that would be a OCC lineup breakdown, decks breakdown, my strategy going into it, but to be frankly honest, I literally forgot that this OCC was happening. I forgot to submit decks, and I was contacted like 5 minutes before this deck submission time ended, and just submitted like the first three decks that I was like, yeah, I submitted two decks unchanged from World Championship, and then the third deck is Soviet France Control, which I wanted to bring to World Championship, but decided in the end that it would just be wrong not to bring self damage, and told myself at the time that I would definitely bring Soviet France to the next OCC. So I put about 5 minutes, not even, I put in like 30 seconds of thought into what decks I was going to bring to the OCC, and we're going to see if it works out tomorrow, but I'm not going to stand here and lecture you about like how big brain my lineup is. It's whatever. What I came here to do today, and what you probably can already know based on the title, is due to popular demand, I will be attempting to play Gunboat Raid Commandos. Now, I'm not going to make it to top 10, because one, this is going to be a pretty short video, and two, I kind of don't think that's feasible. I mean, if we look at top 10 right now, it is 2581. You can make 2581 with just about anything if you put enough time into it and you play it half decently. However, I don't want to do that. So, we're probably going to play a couple games today, see if it works out. I don't know. If this does really, really well, like exceptionally well, I'll make it into a series and try to hit top 10 this month. Well, get top 10 at least at one point with Commandos. And then I'll switch to a real deck and try to get top 6. But, yeah, that's it. And you know what? Just as a sign that this is just what I was meant to be doing right now instead of prepping for OCC, is look at this. Britain Major, US cards. The game wants me to play Gunboat Commandos. There's no other possibility. I mean, first of all, what other Britain US deck is there ever been in this game? And second of all, let's just discount the fact that I also have a deploy air units. Like, you might think that it might be wanting me to play some sort of Britain US air deck, but like, come on, we're being serious. We're trying to at least win some games. So, with that being said, let's get to making the deck. No, I have not made it already. I have this. There's not any test runs. You're gonna see this raw. So we're doing Britain. We're doing US. We're putting in Commandos. Not the number ones. We're putting in the number 10s and the night raids. I mean, it's golden. It looks nice. I can have all golden. But I feel like we're going to hold off on this one for now. And then we're running, I guess gunboat is one word. Wait. Wait, is Gunboat Raid a Japanese card? Wait. Or is it a British? I thought it was American. It's Japanese. Okay, well, my entire intro is now... I was certain that this was a US card. I was like already thinking I'm gonna run like a ramp commandos with war machines and stuff. Guys, this is a Japanese card? You want me to play Britain, Japan commandos? Oh, why? Why? Guys, I want to win games. Oh my... This is not the Britain, Japan that I want to make top 10 with. Okay, well, I guess we're starting over. Scratch that. We're going to make the new meta-breaking Britain, Japan, the nation combination that's never been tried before. Of course, we're getting in the Pioneers, but we're getting a little ahead of ourselves. We're putting in the Commandos, and the Night Raid, and the Gunboat Raid. We're just going to put in 4 copies. I mean, it's not really a Gunboat Raid deck if there's not at least 4 copies. So, you might ask why people want me to play Gunboat Raid Commandos. What is Gunboat Raid Commandos? Now, this is not a real deck. This is, as far as I'm aware, I don't even think this is a meme deck. I think somebody literally just came up with the idea and was like, it would be funny if we made J. King play this. And then a whole bunch of people agreed to it, and now I'm here. But the reason this has like any borderline synergy with Commandos is Gunboat Raid deals 3 damage to an enemy unit in the front line. Then it will adds a Gunboat Hit to your hand, and Gunboat Hit reads deal 2 damage to an enemy in the support line for 1 credit. Discard this at the end of your turn. So basically, you can deal 3 damage to an enemy in the front line with Gunboat Raid, and then if you have another credit, you can play a Gunboat Hit. And if you play a Gunboat Hit, you get a Gunboat Run, which deals 1 damage to the enemy HQ and is discarded at the end of your turn. So basically, it's 3 orders in 1. However, it also requires them to have a unit in the front line and a unit in the support line, and it costs 6 credits to play all of them. So essentially, it's a really bad card. However, it's 3 orders in 1 card, so Commando synergy, because Commandos does stuff when you play orders. This deck is gonna suck. I'm sorry, guys. If I can win a game, this will be neat. So how do we want to play this? Normally when you're doing Commandos, you have like the 2 main win conditions, which are Rule Britannia and Commonwealth, with like Honeys and Crusaders to help you get there. I have found in the past, I've found reasonable success cutting the Commonwealth win condition out of Commandos altogether, cutting the Honeys, and instead going just in on like Commando pings, Rule Britannia, and then like maybe a handful of units here or there. Just because you are pretty vulnerable to just, you know, basic removal. Um, oh, this deck is gonna. This is. I can't believe you guys got me to do this. Okay, so let's just look up Elite, put in the good cards. Put in Monty. Research. Ultras. Yeah, Ultra could be taken out later. Long Range Desert Group. Shelling. All pretty solid cards. Probably putting in the Rule Britannia there. And now... Man, do we ever do like an Oxford deck? Oh, you know what You know what would be some mad Gunboat Raid synergy is if you ran this in a Japan-France deck with Chasing Shadows, so that you can pull their unit to the front line, so you can play Gunboat Raid on it, and then use the other cards. Wombo combo. Yeah, this is gonna be terrible. Okay. Probably... I guess we go for credit denial. Because if you're doing a Britain-Japan, that's sort of the direction you take it in. I mean, okay. So what are we going to run for draw? I could actually just cut Crusaders altogether. Well, no, because you're running Commandos. You want to run Cup of Teas anyways. So putting in 4 cups of tea, and if you're running 4 cups of tea, then you definitely want Crusaders. And if you're running the credit denial, whoops, that's not, you run one of the most broken cards in the game, which is Observer Core. Let's put in 3 copies. This deck needs to win, so we're going to put in cards that deal damage. Do we put in Honeys? That is the question. Honestly, maybe we don't even put in Desert Group? Oh, actually, what if we put in Blackwatch? Because that has some good synergy with Rule Britannia. Let's put the Rule Britannia back in. So how many units do we have? We have 5 Commandos, 7 with the Crusaders, 8, 9 with the Blackwatch, 10 with Wellington, 11 with Pioneers. So with the Rule Britannia, I think that means if we're running the Rule Britannia, I think that means we can put in HMS, because HMS plus Rule Britannia is pretty good. Also, bombers will draw decks forward a bit. Now, I do need some card draw. So let's put in 2 Lend-Lease. Can't be overly reliant on the Crusader. Hmm. Now, what else do I put in this deck? There's some decent possibilities. You know what would be a really nice British card? It's a British card that makes all of your other units immune to orders. Like, sort of a King Tiger effect, except the card itself doesn't need to be 1, big, or 2, it doesn't also need to be immune to orders. Um, just make your other units immune to orders. Just so you can, like, I don't know, play Commandos without immediately losing to a bloody sickle, you know? Um, I mean, with 4 cards left, we're definitely not putting in a Commonwealth. I feel like this deck... How does this deck win? Do we ever just run Lancaster? Sexton's pretty good. Doesn't have a ton of Commando synergy, but I don't think we need a ton of Commando synergy. Kind of tempting to put in Lancaster. Could also put in Avery. Avery's just a really banging card. 2 cards left. Probably want more cheap orders for the Crusaders. Like maybe 2 naval powers. 2 raids are also not bad. I am a huge fan of raid. Hmm. Okay, well, this is a 40 card deck, and it has 4 gunboats, and it has commandos. I hope you're I hope you are happy, guys. Now, we bring it on to ladder. Man, I'm gonna tank my win rate. I hope you guys are happy with the next time there's an OCC, like the January OCC, and they show my win rate, and it's gonna be like 50% down from like 70%, and it's going to be entirely from this deck. Alright, US. If it's ramp without heal, that could be good. If it's US mid-range, there's a world where we could hit a good hand. Can't keep Gunboat Raid because it could be ramp, although that mulligan definitely suggests more likely to be going to send back the Observer Corps. We have Pioneer and we're going first. It's more likely to be mid-range. Yeah, we'll just play Pioneer on this side. Turn 2 HMS going first doesn't seem bad. Get some early damage in. You can also just... No. Is this gonna be unitless? Please, no. I mean, if it is unitless, he's playing it wrong, because you don't run Vives in this deck. Vive is just... It's so much anti-synergy if it is unitless. Hopefully it's just, like, ramp resistance or something weird. Do I ever just, like, prep a shelling exclusively to reduce his credits. I mean, you might just like play a milk truck or something. That would suck. We have no healing in the deck, so we do have to be aware of that. I mean, I don't need to reduce the cost of this Wellington. It's going to be getting down low anyways. I'm going to preemptively reduce the cost of this shelling so I can play it next turn. If need be. Please don't play ramp. Please don't play anything. Don't play defend in depth. Don't play, I don't know. I mean, if it is Unilis, defend in depth is really the only card that's great. Oh. Well, that's good. I can play Shelling. I could play Shelling. I think I'm going to play the Cup of Tea, though. I mean, I think I'm fine having resistance. Well, okay, he could have defend in depth to kill Commandos, and I do want to keep this Commandos on the board. I mean, at this point, we're really just, like, going full face. Trying to win this game. Run him out of removal. What? Okay. I'm gonna hold on to the Observer Core. Pick off that guy. Do I ever just, like, Wellington him in the face? I don't think so. Do I ever move up? I feel like it's just like, if I move up, he's randomly gonna whip out, like, a 5th Rangers or something. Or the, destroy torpedo attack. Destroy a unit in the front line. If I keep it back here, stars, kills, Commandos. He's still a turn off carpet. Or not carpet, strat. If he's running half tracks, I mean, maybe he's just like a really retreat heavy deck, in which case maybe I should have moved up the Commandos. Like, maybe it's like a sort of a resistance retreat deck where you try to fill their hand and then your retreat cards destroy their units because their hand is full. That's always a thing. Nope, it's just really bad unitless. Okay. It's tempting to go for the Wellington. I think I need to get as much damage in on these guys as possible. A Royal Britannia top deck would be brutally good. Top deck stars. Okay, well, it's a good thing I didn't play Wellington. I do think I'm going to play the Cup. This stops strat bombing, which he could still have this entire time. Why does this guy want half track? Can't defend in depth it. DFA is a 1 in 3 to hit the big guy. This is actually a pretty annoying board for him to deal with. Nope, he has another half track. Oh! Come on, man. I could also be holding an Ultra for all he knows. Last card in hand. 3 credits held up. Hellcat pass. Well, that's depressing. Oh, man. I can get the Wellington out with Observer Core. I feel like I need to be saving this for a Crusader, maybe. Pioneers kind of... Like, I think I can afford to move Pioneer up now. And do I ping this? Do I hit face? Maybe I go face. He's gonna have healing. Um... However, Gunboat Raid's gonna clean up anything in the front line. And it's gonna be hitting the Hellcat, and if I ping the half track, he's gonna know something's up. Hmm. Oh. No, he moved it up. I can't even get the deal damage face option because he doesn't have a unit in the support line. Man, if this just said deal 2 damage to a target in the support line, and then deal 1 damage to the HQ. There needs to be like some self-discard synergy cards. Like when you discard a card, do X, Y, or Z. And then you can run Gunboat mission. 6 cost battery trade. Yeah, that's fine. Get some damage in, protect it from DFA, protect it from defend in depth. Cry when I top deck Crusader. Man, I wish I put in Lancaster now. Okay, is it another DFA? Another DFA. Well, the good news is I'm eventually going to win on fatigue currently. That's a pretty good draw. He's played 2 DFAs and a Hellcat, which are like the #1 ways for him to deal with that. And if it gets to hit, why? Oh my, why? Come on. No. Oh, this is actually worse than losing to real unitless. This is like losing to the absolute awful, completely brain dead bastard child of unitless. Like, it hurts. It hurts so much when you make a deck, and then you see people copy the deck, and like maybe they don't have all the cards. I mean, this guy's putting in a lot of specials, to replace like standards and limiteds. So I feel like it's not an issue of doesn't have all the cards, it is more of an issue of just is bad and trying to build. Like, I think they're trying to improve decks they see other people play, and are like, why are other people not running units? Why are they bad? Um, so they throw in cards like Vive la Resistance or Arming the Resistance, and it's because they just don't understand how the deck works at all. Like, they don't understand that the point of the deck is not to run units, so your opponent has the removal stuck in their hand. The point of the deck is to not draw cards other than Phony War, so that you can win on fatigue. The point of the deck is that your deck is so concentrated removal that you have enough removal for all of the threats in the majority of decks in the game. But no, let's just throw in a B-17 and an Arming the Resistance and 2 half tracks for no reason at all. Yeah. It's literally one game on this deck and I'm tilted. Gunboat Raid was an absolute piece of crap, as expected. I mean, maybe this is just Jaggro and we win because we do turn 2. Southern plan into turn 3 daylight bombing into like HMS, win the game. This guy does not know what's coming for him. The only thing that could have made this better is if I started first. Okay. This guy's going to draw some cards. And he's going to discard some cards. comes the Betty. No Betty, supply chain. It's probably a lot better for him than Betty. Experimental flight, air sup. Well, we've been quite fortunate so far in the 34ths discarding exclusively good cards. As in, like, he hasn't ripped a free Betty or add 2 supply chains to hand. Ah, there it is. Spoke too soon. Okay. I mean, I think actually killing the 34th is better. And I could even play the raid. However, I don't think I need to. He's gonna have 2 credits. Oh, it just keeps getting better. Okay, so we want the Commandos to be on the outside. Take out the Betty. I mean, if he's running air subs, there's a good possibility he just kills this Commando. After now, we're just gonna play raid 2 turns in a row. Try to get some face damage in. Please don't pull the Genga. That's annoying. If he has desperate measures here, I'm gonna cry. Pass. Okay. Do I ever just like toss out Sexton? I guess he could have Sendai. I really want to play this Cup of Tea because I feel like I'm gonna get hit by like a bombing raid or something. Hopefully he doesn't play 4 credit desperate measures. Would be pretty funny though. Pass. That's fine. Long range desert group. Really want to play this Sexton, man. So I can play 3 credit cards. I think that's still fine. Man, play a unit. So I can pin it and give my Sexton health. Don't play that unit. Okay. So I guess we're just gonna pin that. Play the Kapati. Fake having an Ultra. We once again have Gunboat Raid, and once again somehow have the front line as the Commando deck. He had the Sendai too. It's just getting bad from bad to worse. This is quite good though. I'm just gonna go for the synthetic rubber. So it's gonna go down to a 8-5. I think having that on the outside's fine. It's presumably just gonna have like a non-stop string of fighters to prevent this from attacking face. But maybe we can get in there. Oh no, he's gonna have second Sendai. Neat. Maybe I should put in like a carpet bombing into this deck. Try to spice it up with some good cards. Well, I really don't want to play long range desert group on 1 bomber. So I guess we're hit and penned pass. Then the Sendais are probably going to attack, take out the Pioneer. You know, it'd be nice ever drawing a Crusader or a Lend-Lease. Just 1. At any point. Ever. Shiden killed the bomber. Okay. Well, we somehow got down to 12 health. Observer Core. Okay, so we're just at 1 health next turn. Neat. I mean, I'm like a Commandos away from, like, popping off with the long-range desert group. What's in these Sendais? Yeah, it doesn't matter. Alrighty. I guess we'll play another. It hurts so much to play this deck. You have no idea. Why does it have to be a Japanese card? It's not even like Japan Commandos is like worse than US Commandos. I just wanted to play some US Ramp Commandos, you know? At least that's fun. You can run some mobilizations and some lend-leases, because you're running like tons of war machines, and then you get up to 6 credits real cheap, and then you're playing out the gunboat missions. But no. Instead, we're on credit denial. And life sucks. Okay. You know what I miss? I've been playing some Hearthstone lately. Some Hearthstone Classic. And I've played, I think about 35 games of Hearthstone Classic in the last week. And 34 of them have been against bots who lose the game. Like, they play completely basic decks with basic cards, and their AI is absolutely atrocious. And when I say bots, I don't mean like battle against the AI. I mean like players have set up bots to run on their computer to like grind XP and stuff, like grind some rewards. Except the rewards don't require you to win, so the bots suck. And they've somehow taken over 100% of Hearthstone Classic ladder. Oh, oh, oh no. Okay. Well, he's gonna draw some cards. This is fine. I mean, maybe the cards don't ever draw him into something good. And also, I just keep top decking the best cards of my deck. Well, we can take that out with Wellington, which means Catalina only drew him 2 cards. Because it draws you 2 extra cards and then you put 1 back on the deck, so it means you draw 3 cards on your turn, but you're only actually net drawing 1 more than you would otherwise. Which means this Catalina's only actually drawn him 2 cards. Which is not the end of the world. I mean, I guess we just play a Commando and kill it. I guess that was the wrong placement for Blackwatch. Commandos have smokescreen. Bomber does not. Here comes the ramp, though. I mean, yeah, we're just going to play Blackwatch to mess up his curve. It does kind of mess up our curve, but much more important to mess up the ramp's curve. Can't do War Machine, can't do our Finest Hour. Hour of Need is the name of the card. We once again have Gunboat mission. So we're just going in at this point. We're yelling timber. Let's go. Okay. I think moving up the Blackwatch might be better. Can't kill it with 5th Rangers. I mean, if he plays a 5-cost torpedo attack, so be it. This is gonna let us mow down the front line. Yeah, okay. Can I combine? Wait, so I drop him to 8 credits and then make everything cost more, so he can't play Carpet Bomb. He is a British deck, so him not being able to play Carpet Bomb is pretty big. He will be able to play Strategic Bombing, which if he has it, then I guess we lose the game. But, you know, that's life. Ooh, ooh, oh! Oh! Okay, it's all coming together. We have yet to deal more than 3 damage with a gunboat mission. Gunboat raid. Gunboat raid. But, yeah, the deck's coming together. You just have to draw Just have to do turn 2 Southern Plan into turn 3 Southern Plan into turn 4 Wellington into like what was it? Turn 5 Blackwatch, turn 6 double Commandos. Oh my god, that's really annoying actually. Um, how is like Lend-Lease the? I mean, I guess we. I can't even play Lend-Lease because Lend-Lease will put me up to 9 cards. So yeah, we're just gonna go for the Rule Britannia. Hopefully, a Commandos pings that. Yeah, and then let's just get them for 7. Get the damage in. I think getting the damage in is better than moving up the Commandos. Yep. Alrighty. It's late. I have to wake up early tomorrow morning for OCC, and I won a game, which is honestly better than I was expecting. So, I'll leave it there. Thank you guys for the suggestion. I thought I'd just make a fun one for you today. Um, yeah. So that's it for me. Thank you very much for watching. I will catch you in the next one. And if you see this video, OCC is this Saturday in the morning on the Cards Twitch channel, and on the Sunday in the afternoon, or afternoon for EST, so in the evening for you Europeans, there is the Tag Team Championship over on Raging Jim Kramer's Twitch channel, where myself and Berto will be teaming up to try to come out on top against 7 other very, very talented teams. So, yeah, weekend of tournaments. All of them are going to be streamed on Twitch, so check them out. And, yeah, enjoy the holidays if you're already on break. If not, you have something to look forward to, I hope. Yeah, good night, guys.